Hey everybody, welcome back. Northern Lion plays Slay the Spire. I mean, look, okay? I don't even have everything unlocked as the Watcher. I don't have everything unlocked as a defect as well. What if for today, I don't think we need to make an excuse. I think people are, you know, they're into the Ascension as much or more than they're into the dailies. Especially because we almost accomplished our goal on a daily. We had like a 22nd overall one time. Oh man, that was the freaking dream. For now, why don't you just give me the basic, like, let's upgrade a card. We're on Ascension 3. Elites are deadlier. They also spawn more often, and normal enemies are deadlier too. I can tell the game, like, it has its hooks back in me. Can I tell you? I think I've learned something. Which is always a scary thought. I think I want to smack one of you. But I think I've learned something. Question marks outside of a daily. I'm not necessarily suggesting that they are bad. I'm also not thrilled. Why? Look, okay, it's early in the morning, but we gotta. If you could play a defend or a strike, you gotta play a strike on that one. Like, don't be a fool, man. Now we gotta do 19 damage to you to kill you. That's not gonna be a problem. Okay, we got out of it risk-free. What I was gonna say though is, I've been playing some Ascension as the Silent at night. You know. Not the whole of the night. All is calm. Yeah, I usually got something on Netflix. All is bright. No, it's after the sun goes down. Round yon virgin, mother and child. I guess that's if Kate's the mother and, you know, our daughter's the child. I think that makes me the round virgin. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, look, it's asleep in heavenly peace. It's hard to convince me that a bowling bash is not a very good early option for us. It's like inverted AoE. I mean, like, that's why you like Eruption right there. Distilled Chaos. You know what? I think we might be early enough to maybe try to make, like, a pressure point kind of pop here. And I like the fact, based on what we got going on right now, I like the fact... Hold on. This will do 8 damage, and then you'll lose... No, this just does 8 damage, and then the next time it comes around, it'll do another 8. So, okay, that's the next time we play it, it'll do another 8. I'll take a wallop for sure. The problem is that we don't get double damage and Eruption with that, so we might be kind of like mixing our metaphors, I guess, mixing our synergies, but we're early enough, I feel like we can give it a try. Well, we're going to take a bit of a hit here. Are we okay with that? Knowing we have an elite fight coming up? I think that seems understandable to me. But yeah, the question marks can be great. They can be kind of like inert as well. Like, they're not always just great. However, when you fight an enemy, you do get a card. I like that. And cards can make a big difference. I really feel like pressure points... synergizes with itself, and if we can keep the deck thin, like, who knows? Hold on, this should... Oh, no, you'll lose HP off of this. Okay, well, if we're gonna wake you up, let's wake you up for real. I think we had another pressure point in there as well. I don't really want to play the Eruption to get out of this, because we won't be able to get back into Vigilance. Or into Calm, I should say. So we're going to take a nasty hit here, but that's okay. Our next pressure point is going to do 24 damage. Wow, that's actually pretty serious, man. Like, that's kind of what I thought could happen with this, but I'm finally getting a chance to check it out early. Wave of the Hand. Whenever you gain block, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Sash Whip. If the last card played this combat was an attack, apply 1 weak. Shuriken is beautiful, by the way. We have a lot of things that are not attacks, though. Like, Pressure Point is not an attack. 1 weak to all enemies, though, that's like a pretty considerable improvement. And I don't mind taking a rest early, you know. I think we get up to higher level Ascensions, that might be a bad habit. But for now... I'm kind of a believer. I'm also a believer in this pressure point play, man. Like, I think we are gonna... I wonder if we could have killed you just by playing all of our attacks there. We'll get you next turn probably, regardless, though. 6 damage and then 12 damage. We won't get you next turn. Oh, you know what? We'd get extra energy for popping out of here. You gotta start running the numbers, man. We only have 14 damage available to us, but that's okay. Bit sloppy early on here, but we're still figuring it out. We're still figuring out where we stand. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand and retain it. Enter Calm and end your turn. I'm kind of like, and this might be a little... Ooh, that's so good. This might be a little early, but I'm kind of trying like a build around almost. 11 mark? I don't know. I think we could do better. 2 weak to all enemies? Are you insane? Like, I'm sort of trying to build around pressure points right here, which I think you can see for yourself. It is unfortunate that it won't apply here. I think we'll save our miracle though. Like a bowling bash can do a lot of damage here. Okay, so the problem with meditate is it does end our turn. It gives us a if we have nothing else to do, we can play it. Maybe that makes it a bit spicier than I originally had thought. This is also a serious bummer because we have a wave of the hand, but there's no means for me to actually get any block. That's something that we can't expect to happen that much. So I think you definitely just enter Eruption here. And you know it's probably gonna suck, but that's life. And then what do we want next turn? Keeping in mind we got Meditate. I feel like bringing Wallop back into your hand and then ending your turn is okay. Oh, and it also puts us in Calm. That's actually incredible, kind of, I think. I think it's pretty good. And check this out. Quick one of those. Quick one of these. Dude, Wallop is a great card. Okay. So we're kind of like, we're thinking multiple turns out here. Like yeah, let's just make sure we can get out of Calm on the next one. I don't really fully understand where I stand, I guess, is the gist of what I'm trying to tell you here. I don't think I want to exit here. 11 and then 8 will just hit you for the mark. Because this is also brand new to me, but pressure points certainly is striking me as like a very, very interesting concept, and it scales pretty quick. Matrushka's kind of interesting. 4 mantra and an insight. 3 mantra, 4 block. Whenever you scry, gain block. We could make that work with like a wave of the hand, you know? And apply like a lot of weakness out of that. The problem is it doesn't do anything for us right now. But I think that we can... a lot of the cards in the game, particularly like blocks that I enjoy... we just did 24 damage with 2 energy. 13 damage is my maximum output here. That's fine. On the, you know, the first turn of the second floor, like this it seems to be a pretty good sign. Meditate. Oh, I mean, like literally, if you just meditate and bring back a pressure point, like you're literally dead next turn. We're seeing the damage scaling. I'm just wondering if there's a way that I could also... okay, maybe... I don't know, we're going maybe a little hard. But I'm hoping also, like, at some point there might be the ability, I don't know, hypothetically, just suggesting for me to possibly be able to, like, put up some consistent block. But, you know, whatever, we're not there yet. That's okay. This will kill you. Which vulnerables us. Realistically, 9 plus 12 plus 8, I can totally kill you. Okay. At the start of your turn, scry 3. That's 2 powers that seem to synergize. Again, just throwing out there that I enjoy when I draw blocks. And when I don't draw blocks, I say bad. There's not that much we can do about this. We'll take the 14. We're gonna rest before the boss fight. We scry every turn. Just give me all these cards. Honestly, like, when it comes to scry, I'm kind of like my own worst enemy. I'm just gonna set up so we take no damage. Because sometimes I just get lazy about it. Like, I know what cards we want, though. Just in general, we love having a wallop. We don't take any damage because they have been rendered weak. I think if we can keep the enemy weak, essentially ad infinitum, then we got very little to worry about. We're going to take some damage here unless we can kill you. So we could hit you for 11, 28, then hit you for 19. Either way, this is the only way we could really do this. Even though it won't kill you, it will at least make you think twice about the choices you've made in your life, maybe. I'm having even though this looks a little sketchy right here, I'm having a good time. So cards that have scry, it feels good because they would give you block with Nirvana. But I don't want to thicken the deck so much that things become like spicy there. Now, hold on, I just remembered this is a boss that we prefer to fight. I'm just looking. You know what? Give me double effect out of Meditate. This is a boss we prefer to fight with low HP. And then if it seems necessary, we can just pop a, this regen potion here. There's no way we're going to be able to exit our stance. On the other hand, I think we try. It also gives us the 1 strength upgrade. How much damage are you doing? 24. That's not that bad. In fact, it's actually, like, completely fine. We get to 20 damage. Then, you know what? Why don't you hit me with the pressure points after that? And then why don't we Miracle, Meditate, and then bring back pressure points? Honestly, bring back pressure points and Wallop again. Double damage incoming doesn't seem that bad. When you realize, we also get double... Oh, wait, we're in calm anyway because of Meditate, which I forgot about. But, anyway, it doesn't matter that much. I don't think we need to play our powers just yet. I think it maybe makes more sense, and I don't know that for certain, but I think it maybe makes more sense to just apply as much Marked as possible, because it scales so well. And then why don't you scry on the start of the turn? That way we can get rid of these burns. I do love a wave of the hand, if we can get it out there, to keep the enemy weak for a long time. Could be quite valuable. I don't think we're actually going to make him weak, though. I think we're going to play a pressure points. I gotta be honest. I think you play, like, pressure points strike, and then you just meditate those both back in your hand. And I'm looking at pressure points like I'm feeling pretty safe here. Like, this does 46 damage. We're not quite gonna get to 59 damage, but, like, you are dead because of that. That is the power of compound interest right there. Okay, and then, yes, whenever a card is retained, reduce its combat cost by 1. Enemies start with more strength. I think that might be our play. I mean, we have all energy relics, which is good. More strength is actually, like, pretty dangerous on floor 2. I hate not being able to smith. The irony, of course, being that we've pretty much rested, like, the whole time anyway. Yeah, but I'm willing to give it a try. Okay, let's... It's the genius of this game that, like, I was just looking at this deck and I was like, I'm not totally sure it works, and then you just get the rare relic from the boss, and you're like, oh, now I get it. Not saying it's a guaranteed victory, but, like, now I understand it at least. So we're definitely gonna wallop. We're definitely gonna I'm going to become the Joker. We're going to pressure points here. That's a given. I think we're actually going to, like... We're going to throw a lot at the wall here. So we're not taking that much damage anymore. And we got to meditate the pressure points. And I don't think Wallop's going to be that good, but we're going to get the Wallop back just in case. But pressure points is really like the meat and potatoes here. And honestly, you're dead if we can just draw pressure points again. Which is a bit of a way away, I'm sure, but... Or if I can just kill you? It seems unlikely, but let me think about this. Wave of the hand, so you're doing 16. Wave of the hand. Eruption. Takes us to 4 energy. You are at 28. This will take you to 16. Go back into vigilance. You'll be doing 12 damage. We'll have 8 block. I think this is the way to do it. Not 12 damage. 16 damage still. I forgot they were already weak, but... Okay, well, you know, you draw pressure points. You're happy about it. I'm realizing for sure we need more blocks. Attacks are not really an issue. Although we're not really rolling with like a top tier shuriken deck, that's for sure. So we do have 24 damage coming in early. That's not great. And what are we looking for? I don't know. I don't think we have an amazing way to deal with these guys either, to be honest. Wave of the hand seems pretty important to weaken all enemies. So what about a wave of the hand? Then a quick little wallop, which will give us 4 block, but thankfully weaken all of the enemies. I mean, I think we're just getting smacked here, man. I'm not as convinced as I'd like to be of this meta, even though, like, mere seconds ago, I was like, I'm convinced. What was I thinking? What were they thinking? Okay, you need to get knocked over. Or maybe... Because yeah, okay, you need to get knocked over. You're just going to die. We will hit you. Play a defend. And then we'll still meditate. And we'll just meditate 2 pressure points back. So we have lethal. You're doing 5 damage. We'll do 24 damage with 2 pressure points. Oh my god, okay. So not great still, not great. Let's get a follow-up out there. That way we're much more likely to be able to take advantage of something like Shuriken now. One thing's for certain, though, I really don't think we can keep bleeding HP on, like, every single wave that we have here. I mean, this is 27 damage. We're actually getting into, like, a pretty dangerous situation. Also, we're, like, having several turns where we, like, literally play no attacks. It seems pretty bad. It's a good draw, though. I'm still hopeful that we can get our way out of here, okay? So this is a gimme. We don't take damage anymore. Pressure points continues to also be a gimme. And this seems like a great time to bring back... I'm going to say 2 pressure points. 24... Yeah, so 2 pressure points is lethal here. We literally have no attacks. That's so sad. But retained cards do become free. Quick little press. Oh, you know what? We'll just kill you. We don't need the pressure points. Okay, we don't need the we don't need an attack. We need more block, so that seems very advantageous. Let's see what we can do here. I definitely feel like an apotheosis because we're not going to be able to rest as much as I would, or we're not going to be able to smith as much as I would like. I'm not sure 1 extra strength actually matters that much. Juzu Bracelet seems to be pretty valuable for me. I'm going to take a colorless potion just to keep us hopefully ahead of the game. But the bright side is with Juzu Bracelet, like, we don't have to worry that we're going to just accidentally walk into a number of enemies. I will lose all my gold. I will be the coward I don't want to see in the world, because I know we have this elite fight right here. So wave of the hand, pretty big here. Then you get some defense. You're only doing 18 damage. Let's take a skill potion. Shuffle a beta into your draw pile, and then the omega is like 100 damage or something. 3 mantra insight. If you're in wrath, apply vulnerable. Dude, I don't know, man. Just shuffle this crap into my deck, okay? Then give me some dang block. Whenever you scry, gain block. No matter what, I think we need this out there for, like, just maximum kill potential. So why don't you just go ahead and add a wound to my deck, okay? Go ahead, just do it, man. Just do it. Like, if you want to do it, just do it. Don't let me stop you. Oh my god, I actually thought we had 3 attacks, and I was like, it's a new world. Trust me, by the way, when I say I wanted to hit you with more pressure points, but I'm also so thrilled that for once we're not just taking damage on that turn. Like, it's a new thing for me. At the end of your turn, deal 50 damage to all enemies. Too bad it costs 2, but you know, it's still pretty sick. Now it costs 1. We have legitimately no block, huh? Well, Eruption leads to us dying, so that's pretty bad. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think if you bring back pressure points, we win. There's gotta be, like, a good rule of thumb for pressure points, but I think we outputted, like, 90 damage there. I really don't want an alpha. I think we could take another follow-up, and again, it's just trying to get, like, this smite to work at some point. Toy Ornithopter genuinely might end up saving our lives. Mawbank Smiling Mask, I'm not totally convinced. Go ahead and heal me for 24. I'm gonna get a little insane. I feel like we need some upgrades. Like, we're just not doing enough damage. Or getting enough block. Or really, like, there's a lot of negatives, at least. Let's put it that way. And I also don't really know what we, like, make stronger. I mean, Wallop has been a great card for us, don't get me wrong. Winged Boots you can only use 3 times. This is not the right time, in my opinion. Although things are quite dangerous, so maybe it is the right time. Well, consider me enfeebled. We definitely love that. 9 block, pretty sick. Still taking 15 damage. That's, I would say that's not sick. But by way of a foresight here, we should be able to create, never mind. Although, hold on. I'm telling you, one of these days... Oh, you know what we can do? Just play this, take 2 pressure points back, end your turn. Next turn, you're like, there's nothing you could do. I've never seen a shuriken as useless as this. And I acknowledge... I acknowledge it's my own fault, for sure. Potion is nice, man, but I really think we kind of need, like, a bandage up, talk to the hand. Oh, no, that literally took our whole stack. Okay, so I'm pretty pessimistic we're gonna win this. But I could be wrong. You can probably tell, just from my verbiage, I don't think I am. But it is a theoretical possibility. Something to be said maybe for this. And then I'd love to kill you, but we can just kill you next turn and get draw. I think we really got to start punching through yeah, just do it. We really got to start punching through the artifacts there. I don't really mind missing the scry for now. Wave of the hand, sadly, useless here. And I know what you're thinking, because I'm kind of thinking it too. We got to get this orb out of there at some point. But I still think, like, you put the pressure points on the automaton early. I could be wrong. Like, I'll just call it like I see it on that one. What about Eruption? We got a chance for some stance play. What about an Eruption? Wallop? This worked so much better than it could have. Then we're going to Meditate, which puts us in Calm anyway, and we're going to take double pressure points. We owe a lot to Apotheosis right now. So this is a gimme right here. Oh, man, I was just waiting to see a pressure point come out. Still didn't get Shuriken to work, which is still very funny to me, but... Oh, this is an attack! We could have done it differently, but anyway, we got some strength out of that. Okay, you're doing 52 damage. That's, like, really nasty. However, look at this. Okay, there's 44. Wallop at least allows us to get an extra 13 out of this, and then you're going to take your next turn off, which is where we are hoping to draw many pressure points. We definitely should have played follow-up first. But you're actually literally dead. It's actually really nice to be in this position once you get a Meditate, because we're like, you know what? Look at that. Well, okay, you know what? Let's kill you with an Eruption, just for embarrassment's sake. I'm realizing we need block. I'll go ahead and I'll take like a Deus Ex Machina. 3 miracles to start, more energy, transform, strikes, and defense. We're gonna take 3 miracles, but I'm not sold. But that went very well, and I'm actually like, you know what? I'm gonna take the coward's approach here. I think this is more about surviving than thriving. We have 6 miracles in our... Oh, because of Deus Ex Machina. Okay. Well, we'll strike you, follow you up. Might as well play some Vigilance. And we don't want 6 miracles in hand. 5 is okay. We want to... I mean, this is like the... You start next turn with 5 free energy if you want it. So we'll... whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block. We might not get that out yet. We got to be a little careful. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we'd actually just love for you to be killed. Make our life easier. I mean, we have enough energy to, like, literally do everything. But there's no... Like, we don't actually get any bonuses out of it. This is such a weird run right now. Anyway, I structured... In some ways, I've structured my run... And this is weird, but just work with me. I've structured my run around... my path, I should say, around going to shops here. Because I feel like, potions might be, like, the #1 thing I could get to actually save me. I legitimately left you on 1 HP, huh? And I'm still, like, I don't know if I'm convinced that, like, double pressure points is the play anymore. Wallop seems to be, like, you know, keeping us, alive, which is kind of nice. I don't mind this turn. Certainly we love this. We still got a lot of miracles in hand. I think I can totally play Apotheosis then. Wallop will do 24 damage. And they do lose their mark over time. That's... You live the... Okay. Here's what you do. Erupt. But there's going to be 18 damage coming in, but that's not really a problem at all. We actually got some strength up. Oh, what did I kill you with? I suppose I'm not that upset. I'm just a little confused. But confusion is oftentimes a precursor to being upset. So, what's the difference? Yeah, okay. Protect is the gimme here. We need a huge block, preferably, you know, like 10 or 20 of them. I will, and some of this stuff, like, looks okay. Which one specifically? I don't know. I haven't read them yet, okay? But I think we're gonna need to take potions, really, because that's 10 HP for us. And you saw how the potions affected the boss fight. Like, it went really surprisingly well. It is nice to have so many miracles. Like, it's a great equalizer. I don't think... you know what? We'll be able to kill you. Yeah, okay. In hindsight, I'm not worried about that at all. More block, please. It is kind of tempting whenever you scry, gain 4 block. I think it slows down the deck, but I think that might be totally fine. Find some potions. Hey, liquid memories... no, it's fine. Then just take fruit juice, take a block potion. I think it's the way that we would have probably wanted that to go. We can't afford anything from this shop. Whenever you scry, you get an attack. Honestly, that actually seems like it'll probably lead to some pretty sick strength gain. I will not fight you for a rare relic. And I know this is like extreme cowardice. I think we can smith here. Because we have potions that'll take us nearly to full HP. Whenever you scry, gain block. Innate cards are reduced. I mean, we have nothing on turn 1. That's pretty devastating. 24 damage. We can't even draw, man. Okay, we like this though. I don't really care about just getting a shuriken to pop here. That doesn't seem like a huge deal. Now this seems like a huge deal. Pressure points is like of the utmost importance. We definitely need to get to 24 block. This is actually pretty nice. I guess we don't need to get to 24 block. We could just get like close. Why don't you pop this? We're happy to have the HP to begin with, and then honestly, like, is somewhat minor, but I love getting these out there. I don't think that the pressure points are what we want on our next turn necessarily. I think we'll do it like this, okay? Like, I guess we will use the miracles to get to shuriken, because there's no reason not to. We'll hold 2 pressure points in hand as we end our turn here. I don't think they're going to work on the next turn. But I suppose we should actually try. No, okay. I mean, it still builds up, but it's going to do more damage on our next turn for sure. Well, it's not a great turn to have 13 block versus 34 damage. I guess we'll Miracle Scry. Okay. It's so, I mean, really, like, Toy Ornithopter, I think I underrated it for a very, very, very long time. And it's actually, like, it's just popping for us now. Like, I'm relying on it as, like, it's basically, like, what allows us to possibly win this run. If we don't have Toy Ornithopter, this one is like we're in the sewer. Ornamental Fan synergizes well with Shuriken, which is unfortunate for us. I don't know, man. Like whenever you scry, gain a little bit more block at the start of your turn. Scry more. I mean, I guess. What are you gonna do? Scry about it? And we might as well take advantage of our winged boots at some point. And you know what? I gotta say, the bowling bash was not really what I was looking for here, huh? Turns out that ended up not being that useful of a card. We don't necessarily care to go to any more shops in the future. So let's just, I mean, I guess we'll make our weave a little stronger. And then we'll just go duplicate a card in your deck. Meditate is interesting. Would you be upset if I told you that I actually think, like, Perseverance might be the play? Enemies start with 1 week is actually, like, insanely great. Because what it actually means for us is that enemies start with 1 less artifact, which is awesome. Okay, so we love this. It's not a bad time to get some powers off the ground, I would say. Let's see if maybe we can draw like a wallop here. Windmill Strike. When it's retained, it does better. Sure. It'll also get cheaper on retain. We might as well play it... You know what? We might as well save it until we can get a Shuriken pop off of it. And then... Meditate sucks pretty bad here. But it is going to give us some cheap cards for next turn. We kind of just hope we don't draw like Deus Ex Machina. Well, we did. But that's okay. So we can easily enter Calm. So I think you go Eruption, Follow-Up, Strike, Windmill Strike, Vigilance, Defend, Defend. This is a pretty solid turn in my world. Keep in mind, we don't even have any pressure points out there yet, and apparently never will. Perseverance is nice. We gotta punch through your hard exterior here. Thank you, Ornamental Fan. That's actually... Like, this is going better than expected. The thing with Perseverance is it remains strong the longer you don't use it. Does that make sense? This is good, though. Okay, Wave of the Hand. Then I think we're going to need to play a Perseverance, which will remove your last artifact. And then all of a sudden, the pressure points are starting to do something. And, you know, this is kind of like the ideal turn for that to happen. You are doing 24 damage. That is annoying. There's not a whole lot we can do to get around that. We can choose to just take 16. But there is a chance, I think, that the donut dies in like a turn or two. So we know we're playing pressure points. 49. I mean, we did this so badly. That triggers Ornamental Fan. Next turn, you're toasted. There's no reason we had to take 10 damage there. We probably could have taken, like, 6 and been fine. But, so Eruption feels nice to possibly finish this off, but we don't need it, actually, now that I look at it. Oh my god, we're dead. After all that... After all that... Oh, you know what, though? I could have popped this son of a gun. Oh. But, can I tell you something in all sincerity? It feels good to lose. Because it means that it's not easy. We'll probably run back the exact same thing next time, but hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. I've learned a lot about pressure points. I learned a lot about meditate. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Also learn to pay attention to Toy Ornithopter. See ya!